We're back with episode 87 of Road to 99 overall in NBA 2K11 My Career, where we start as a 35 and work our way up to 99. We've arrived to Game 7. It shouldn't have gone on this long. This playoff series hasn't gone according to plan. But in preparation for game number 7, we had to put in work. Training montage, but this is like no other training montage. We had to dig deep. We were shooting in the gym. They weren't with us. They were not with us while we were shooting in the gym. This is tame. This is calm. But then we get more intense. Yeah, we were running, but we were running mountains. We were swimming in the water. Ocean. These could have been sea lion infested waters. They might have been. We were hitting the bench press. 1 rep, 2 rep, 3 rep, 4. We didn't stop. We pushed ourselves to exhaustion. But then we calmed down a little bit. We meditated. We watched some film. We ate some granola. But then we went straight back into the intense. And we're doing parkour in the parking lot. I hit up my man Chris Brickley. He said dribble this way, dribble that way, shoot it. Ball goes in. We're ready for game number 7 against the Atlanta Hawks. We're not losing. We're going to see the Boston Celtics in the next round. Not as a spectator, but as a participant. Game number 7 against the Atlanta Hawks. Objectives for the game: commit 5 or fewer turnovers. We average like 17 a game, but for this game we'll be efficient. When we pass the ball, it will arrive to our destination in 2 business days or less. This is a lock. Limit your matchup to 28 points per game. If my matchup is Jeff Teague, this is a lock. If my matchup is Joe Johnson, this is not a lock because that man's been dropping 47 pieces on our head tops every other game. And this game might be the other. And finish the game with a teammate grade of A+ or better. They're starting to understand that we never finish below an A+. This is a lock. And it's also a key game. That means we get double the skill points. I'm not no entrepreneur, but we should just make every game an elimination game because we'll be getting the skill points doubled. Not a bad idea, but we're in the arena. Then we get hit with a jump scare. Jamal Crawford. I don't remember this man being so bald, but AP is locked in. Game 7, Papa Padulas. They don't know about it. They don't know about it. Stats of the playoffs: 58.5 points per game, 8.3 rebounds, 8.8 assists, 1.2 steals, 1.3 blocks, 57% from the field, 97% from the line, 50% from 3. And we're not worried about the turnovers. We're not even mentioning it. I might as well just cross it out because stop looking at the turnovers. They're obsolete. They don't matter. But tip-off begins and we lose it. But it's okay because now we have the ball. We lay it off to Drew Gooden and he lays it in. He starts the scoring off for us. For the first time in these 87 episodes, Drew Gooden is leading the team in scoring. There's a first for everything. But now Drew Gooden kicks it out to us. We pump fake, fade away at the mid. He goes in. And just like that, we have a lead. And just like that, we go back door and Amari hits us and we get blocked. Ooh. That's okay. We're not concerned. Joe Johnson takes it up, walks right through us, hits a midi. I'm not worried. We get the ball on the right side. Risky pass to Drew Gooden. We're butt naked for 3. Pull up. Goes in. Not a doubt in my mind. But now Amari has the ball. We're in the paint. He hits us. We lay it in. And then some. That's an end one. Send that man to the line. Free throw goes in. Joe Johnson hits Marvin Williams. And apparently, this might as well be Carmelo Anthony. Because what is that midi move? Goes in. But Wilson Chandler gives it to us. We pump fake. Joe Johnson is soaring. We go to the elbow. Pull up goes in. But we're still playing fast. Bringing it up. Pass out of the shot. Garcia's wide open under the basket. He lays it in. That's an assist. Next possession. We're still playing fast. Crossover to the left. Give it to Garcia. He gives it back. Pump fake. He goes for the charge, but it doesn't work. Send that man to the line. First free throw goes in. And you already know we never missed a second. Goes in. And Josh Smith on the block. Gets blocked by Jason Thompson. Give that man the depoy. Now we bring the ball up. Play it fast. Hit Jason Thompson in the corner. He gives it back. Go to the midi. Pull up. Goes in. But Josh Smith gets sick and tired of all this. Hop step into the paint, gets an N1 finish over Gallinari. I tried helping out, it made things worse. But next possession, we're on offense. Wilson Chandler with the ball, hits us back door. We reverse slam it in on the baseline. Alejandro, are you kidding me? Over Zaza Pachulius. Goes in. Now Roger Mason with the ball, hands it off to AP. Bring it back, cross it over into the paint. We slam it in again. Marvin Williams got it. What a move, what a finish. Emphatic slam.
Oh, how are you?
Next possession, Roger Mason hits us up top. Crossover to the left. We lay it off Jason Thompson. He slams it in. Partake in some dunking. Why don't you? And he did. On the break one more time. Hop step into the paint. We lay it in. That's a basket and then some. Call it an N1. We're going to the line. Free throw goes in. But 5 seconds left in the first. Joe Johnson with the ball. Walks past us. Lays it in. But we need to answer back. Garcia airs it out down the court. No time on the clock. It counts. Buzzer beater, Papadopoulos. And we end the first quarter with a 10-point lead. Things are looking good, but no lead is ever safe in this series. Mike D'Antoni forgets where he is and is asking for my autograph. Brother, you gotta relax. Start of the second, we get the ball off the inbound. Crossover to the right. Give it to Wilson Chandler. He pulls a midi, goes in. My teammates are hitting their shots. That is the key to this game. But we give it to Wilson one more time. Back to back. No thank you, he says. Next possession, we're in the corner. Give it to Gallinari. He gives it back. Walking past Jeff Teague. Reverse double clutch dunk. How many times are we going to dunk it in this game? Upgrading the dunk was money well spent. But now we're playing fast again. Bring it back to go back in. Kick it out to Maurice Evans. He rips a 3. All of a sudden, this man's a shooter. And we're up by 15. Only because they're not giving it to Al Horford. They're giving it to this bum. Battle of the bums on the block. Drew Gooden and some other schmuck. I don't know who that is. But he shoots it into the backboard. And we're gone on the break. Maurice Evans hits us and we slam it in again. How many times are we gonna dunk it? I'm not mad. We've graduated from the midi and we're just pounding the paint. But now Joe Johnson with the ball. He pulls up at the midi. Front rim goes in. That just killed the momentum. But now we cross over to the left. Drive it into the paint. Lay it in over Joe Johnson. And he's been quiet all game. Al Horford answers back. A little back to the basket shimmy. Lays it in over Jason Thompson. But next possession. Jason Thompson's about to take a terrible midi. Pass out of the shot. We're open for the 3. Goes in. 16-point lead. But Joe Johnson gets his get back. Pull up for 3. Falling to the ground. Goes in. But we make the high IQ plays. Wilson Chandler hits us. We dribble into the triple team. Jason Thompson wide open in the paint. We lay it off and he slams it in. And that's how we end the first half. We are up 50-37 and things are looking great. But no lead is ever safe. Joe Johnson with 14 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists at the half. But Alejandro Papadopoulos with 35 points, 3 rebounds, 6 assists. It'd be easier to tell you what this man is not doing, besides getting blocks and steals. He is carrying this team to the promised land. He's putting the entire state of New York on his back and climbing Mount Everest with no shoes on to get the Larry O'Brien trophy. Now everyone say thank you AP in the comments. It is truly incredible work, and once he does it, they are going to build this man a statue. Start of the third, we have the ball. Crossover to the right, pull up at the midi. Side rim goes in. We're picking up right where we left off. Now we're playing fast. We throw a lob to Wilson Chandler, and he slams it in. This is showtime. This is what the people paid to see. But then Josh Smith gets the ball on the break. He is moving in ways I've never seen someone move before, and he slams it in. And then Joe Johnson lays it in. 13-point lead. We have the ball. We spin, go to the midi. We miss. And we take a frustration foul. That is our 4th foul of the game. And we are subbed out for the rest of the third quarter. But start of the 4th, we're back in. 9-point lead. Bring it out to cross it back over. Straight into the paint. Acrobatic finish. This might be Kyrie Irving over 17 defenders. Next possession. Spin move. Into the paint. Jelly finish one more time. Goes in. Now apparently the greatest mid-range shooter in the history of the NBA. Pulls up from a midi, goes in. Al Horford. That man's been practicing since they used the peach baskets. Now crossover to the left. Fade away at the midi, goes in. We answer right back. Now crossover to the right. Give it to Amari Stoudemire. He gives it back. Pull up for 3. That goes in. Now Zaza Pachulius. One-legged fade away. Midi goes in. I didn't know he was like that. And neither did all of America. This guy is cheeks. But now we're moving quick. The paint is wide open. We slam it in. They got caught up in the press and forgot to play defense. But Joe Johnson, butt naked for 3, goes in. 13-point lead. Marvin Williams for a midi, goes in. They are chipping away at this lead with 5 minutes left in the 4th. We go to the midi. Pass it to Drew Gooden, wide open. He misses the layup. And Josh Smith with a fadeaway midi goes in. Jeff Teague lays in a floater. 7-point game. The Hawks are on an 11-2 run. We have the ball. Crossover to the right. Into the paint. We slam it in again. We're not losing this game. Game 7, Papadopoulos. Amari with the ball. We go back door. Slam it in again. That's like our 10th dunk dunk of the day. Man's legs are getting tired. And Jamal Crawford answers back with a big three-pointer. Cuts the lead to 6. Now we have the ball, get caught up in the defense. Swing it to Gallinari. This team is second in the Eastern Conference, and we can't hit a shot right in front of the basket. There is less than a minute left in the game. Wilson Chandler hits us for 3, and we hit it. This might be the dagger. Puts us up by 9. 30 seconds left. But now Kirk Heinrich hits us. We're butt naked. No one around us. Another three-pointer. Goes in. 10-point lead. This one's looking like it's over. Wilson Chandler with the ball. We make a backdoor cut. He lobs it up to us. And that will seal it. Signed, sealed, and delivered. We slam it in, and that's how we end the game. The New York Knicks defeat the Atlanta Hawks in a 7-game series at MSG. We finish the game with 60 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists, and dominate our matchup. A+ teammate grade, 2 out of 3 objectives. We get the win, and we finish with 4,172 skill points to spend. And you already know, with a performance like that, we are player of the game. And that takes us into the post-game press conference.
Now that you've wrapped up this series, what's the next step for you and your team?
We just drop a 60 piece to win a Game 7 at home to advance to the Eastern Conference semifinals. And you ask me a question that I can answer with one word. We need to do better, Regina. This is terrible reporting on your part. But now that we've wrapped up the series, all I gotta say is, we're going bowling. I've never seen Wilson Chandler so happy in my life. But that takes us out of the game. 4,346 skill points to spend, and we're going to do so right now. The one thing I noticed about this series is that we are very slow. Like, it's kind of sickening how slow we are. So we bring that up to an 83, and the inability to catch the ball is why I'm accumulating so many goddamn turnovers. So we bring our hands up to an 82, and leaves our overall still at a 73. But an update on the playoff bracket. No one cares about the West, but it's the Lakers and the Spurs, and then the Dallas Mavericks against the OKC Thunder. But on the East, we got Miami versus Orlando. The Battle of the Peninsula. That's water on 3 sides. It's Florida, the state of Florida. They're battling for the state of Florida. Whoever wins that will be versing the winner of the New York Knicks versus Boston Celtics series. Listen, we gotta be brutally honest here. I'd be lying to say if I wasn't terrified that we're versing the Boston Celtics, because I am terrified. And if I have to drop 80 points a game, I will drop 80 points a game. But I just need the defense to hold up. I think for the series, the only way we can counter playoff Rondo is by headband Papadopoulos. But we can end the video as a 73 overall. If you enjoyed it, make sure you like. Make sure you comment AP for MVP in the comments. And if you're not following, make sure you follow. Because if you're not following, you're not going to see the videos as soon as they're up. And if you're not seeing the videos as soon as they're up, that means you're late. If you're late, that means you're not early. If you're not early, then you're late. And if you're late, that means you're weird. Don't be weird. Just follow. Thank you.